Boxing Day Test matches are cricket matches that are typically held on December 26, a day after Christmas, in Commonwealth nations Australia, South Africa, and New Zealand. But the most popular one takes place at Australia's iconic Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG. There are many reasons as to why December 26 is called Boxing Day. While one states that the date got the name because alms boxes were traditionally opened in churches on the day. Others state that servants were given presents on December 26 for working on Christmas Day. With Boxing Day also celebrated as the feast day of St. Stephen, the patron saint of horses, December 26 sees numerous sporting events held across the Commonwealth nations falling under the Southern Hemisphere. The history of Boxing Day matches dates to 1892 when Victoria and New South Wales clashed at the MCG in a Sheffield Shield match over the Christmas period. December 26 was, however, just one of the scheduled playing days, and not the starting date of that match. The first Boxing Day Test match was played during the 1950-51 Ashes Test Series. That year, the Melbourne Test was played from December 22 to 27, through Christmas, with the fourth day falling on Boxing Day. Australia won a thriller by just 28 runs. After South Africa's tour of Australia in 1952, there were no Boxing Day Test matches held from 1953 until 1966. Test matches on Boxing Day resumed in 1967, against India, but it was held at the Adelaide Oval and started on December 23. The Boxing Day Test match returned to the MCG the following year against the West Indies, and it started on its traditional date, but the subsequent years, the calendar remained erratic. Either the traditional day was skipped, ended on the said day, or was held at the Adelaide Oval. However, it wasn't until 1980 that the Melbourne Cricket Club and the Australian Cricket Board decided to secure the rights and begin an annual tradition of a test match on Boxing Day at the MCG. Prior to that, the MCG had seen only 4 test matches between 1952 and 1980, held in 1968, 1974 and 1975. Adelaide held 3 Boxing Day Test matches as well, in 1967, 1972, and 1976. The 1975 Boxing Day Test match, where the Australian cricket team had defeated a Clive Lloyd-led West Indies team by 8 wickets, had gained iconic status with nearly 85,000 visitors at the MCG on the first day. However, the highest footfall was recorded during the 2013 Boxing Day Test between Australia and England, where the MCG saw 91,112 visitors. The Boxing Day Test match at the Melbourne Cricket Ground has produced several memorable moments over the years. It was in 1985 when Aussie legend Steve Waugh made his Test debut, and in 1988, West Indies speedster Malcolm Marshall picked up his 300th career Test wicket. In 1994, spin wizard Shane Warne recorded a hat-trick against England, and in 2006, again facing the English, picked up his 700th Test wicket. It was even a witness to ugly incidents, like in 1995 when umpire Daryl Hare no-balled Sri Lankan off-spinner Mutia Muralitharan 7 times in 3 overs for allegedly chucking the ball. Pace ace Brett Lee also made his Test debut on Boxing Day against the Indians in 1999, picking up a 5-wicket haul in the first innings. In 1989, the only ever Boxing Day ODI was played out between Australia and Sri Lanka. The Indian cricket team had first played Australia in a Boxing Day Test in 1985 and have been frequent visitors to the MCG since. India have been part of the Boxing Day Test 9 times in 1985, 1991, 1999, 2000 part 1999, 2014, 2018, and 2020. However, India have lost 5 times, won 2 and drawn twice in their 8 Boxing Day Test matches. India first played a Boxing Day Test match in South Africa in 1992 at St. George's Park. Incidentally, it was the first result between the two sides on South African soil, as all the previous tests had been drawn. The hosts won the match by 9 wickets, with Alan Donald picking up 12 wickets in the game. India have played 6 Boxing Day Test matches in South Africa, with all of them leading to a result. South Africa won 4 of these, while India won the last 2 matches so far.